What's up, guys? I'm back with another video. Don't forget to smash that like button, share, subscribe, comment. Let's get into it, man. We got a big one coming up tonight. Regis Prograis versus Devin Haney for the WBC Light Welterweight Championship. You know, I'm just gonna get right into it. Give my prediction, or at least a breakdown. I know a little more about Haney because I've seen definitely more of his fights. I don't know a lot about Prograis, to be honest. I had to go back and watch some fights of his to be able to make an assessment of how I think the fight will go. And I'm just gonna get right into it, man. It's interesting, Prograis has dropped everyone he's faced, but I think Josh Taylor, he's dropped everybody besides him. He's an exciting fighter, man. He started late in the game, and I don't know, I admire that sometimes when people start late in the game and they still make it to that top level. I gotta give them their respect, because that's really hard to do, because people like Haney, Tank, Shakur Stevenson, Ryan Garcia, they've been doing it since they were 6 and 7 years old, man, really young. And Prograis started really late. I think he started at 16, 17. That's kind of late for boxing, Not impossible to make it to that top level, but it's gonna be tougher for you, So I gotta give him the credit there. He's dropped everyone he's faced. There's not much. I mean, Devin Haney said it. You don't have no, like Mayweather used to say, you don't have no special effects. There's nothing, in my opinion. I like Regis. Studying him, studying his fights and just his personality over these press conferences, and he's a likable guy. But I just feel like Devin Haney's, he has the experience, and I think that's gonna come into play. Devin Haney's been sparring elite level fighters at a very young age. I think he was sparring Floyd at 15 or something like that. I don't know. It was really young. And all that experience matters. It plays a factor, One thing I know about Haney is I think his jab is probably one of the best in boxing. He can do everything off that jab. He can control your guard. He probes it. He times his jab very well, and I think that's going to be a big problem for Prograis. Prograis, he doesn't really control things with his jab. I just don't feel like he has the jab to be able to control things with Haney, the footwork. I think when Prograis does have moments of success, which is probably going to be on the inside, I don't see Prograis being able to outbox Haney. He's going to have to make it ugly, and on the inside is where he does some of his best work, but I just don't feel like even that is good enough to beat Haney. Prograis does, he has some decent head movement to work his way in, but with that educated jab that Haney has and the way he controls distance, and he just can control a lot of fighters in that way. I think that's the problem for Prograis. He Prograis, like I said, he uses movement to get inside, but he's very stationary. He doesn't have like the best footwork, and if he's gonna rely on head movement to close the distance with Haney, it's gonna be a problem for him. I think that's another problem that Prograis has. He doesn't close the distance very well. That's gonna be another huge advantage for Haney. I like Prograis. He has a puncher's chance. Haney's inside game, if Prograis can get in there and not allow himself to be clinched, because with Haney, it's just gonna be a boxing match, a jab fest, and if Prograis does try to get on the inside and make it ugly, which for me he's gonna have to do, he's gonna have to get on the inside and make Haney really uncomfortable. But in order for Prograis to have success at doing that, he can't allow Haney to clinch, because we know that's what Haney's gonna do. If you look at his fight with Lomachenko, some of the I had Haney winning that fight. It was close, but I had Haney winning. But some of the things that gave him problems was Lomachenko's ability to switch levels, and that's something I noticed in Prograis that's really lacking in his offensive arsenal. He don't really switch levels. That was something that gave Haney a lot of problems in his fight with Lomachenko. Because in order to make this jab control, this jab and this range control that Haney does so well, to be able to kind of take that away from Haney, you have to be able to switch levels effectively. Head movement's not gonna do it alone, because Prograis doesn't have he has good head movement to try to get inside, but it's not gonna be enough for Haney because of Prograis' footwork, I believe. If Prograis can have an effective jab and not let Haney control things with the jab, closing the distance, cutting off the ring, and switching levels, he has a shot. Because Haney's inside game is a little bit weak. That if there's any weakness that he has, it's his inside game. I don't think it's the weakest, but it's definitely not one of his strong points. And I think with the angles that Prograis throws his punches from, if he can close some of that distance, make Haney uncomfortable on the inside, he has a shot. But overall, I have Haney winning by decision. He's just the all-round better boxer in every aspect: footwork, jab, ring generalship. That plays a factor when you're in with a good boxer like that. You have to be able to cut off the ring to get inside and make it ugly, make them uncomfortable. Cutting. I'll give you an example with Maidana Mayweather, their first fight. The only thing Maidana could really do was cut off that ring and make it ugly on the inside, and that's what I see with Haney versus Prograis. I don't think that there's no way Prograis is outboxing him, so he has he has to rise to this occasion. Being able to cut off that ring, switching levels on the inside, because if you just come in at your same level without switching low and high, you give Haney the ability to just clinch you. And you don't have the jab, the educated jab, to be able to match Haney, to take that jab away from Haney. Your jab has to at least at some level be able to match Haney's, and I just don't see it. I think in a lot of Prograis fights, it's just something, the jab, the lack of the educated jab and the footwork, it's gonna be a problem for him, man. But I'm excited about this one. I like Prograis. He throws, good punches, and when he's on the inside, I think he does his best work letting off the combinations. If, like I said, if he doesn't allow Haney to tie him up on the inside. And to be effective on the inside against Haney, you have to be able to switch levels. That's where Lomachenko started to have his success. So I got Haney by unanimous decision. Prograis, for him to win, he's gonna have to be able to cut off the ring, take his jab to another level. He likes to keep that lead hand low. So that's a big thing that Prograis is gonna have to do, cutting off the ring, and just making it ugly on the inside, which could probably leave him vulnerable at times. If he can get on the inside and not allow Haney to tie him up, and he's able to switch levels up and down, he could make it a good fight. A fight that Haney doesn't want. That's what Haney don't want, and that's what I think Prograis is gonna have to do to win. I don't see him winning a decision. I don't know how. I don't know how Devin Haney's stamina is, to be honest. But do I think Prograis could make it an ugly fight on the inside and do his best work? There's ways, but if I'm Prograis, I don't want it to be a jab fest where he's gonna have a jab fest on my face, and anytime I get inside, he's just gonna clinch, and then I have to reset, and that just buys Haney time. He reads you, he figures out your timing, your distance. Another thing, Haney, this doesn't always play a factor in fights, but Haney does have a longer reach than Prograis, and with those lack of offensive fundamentals that Prograis, I feel, has, I think his reach disadvantage doesn't help this. But yeah, I'm still excited to see it. It's boxing, anything can happen, He could, like I said, his best bet for Prograis is to make it ugly on the inside. Not allowing Haney to clinch you, and you have a chance. But if you let Haney probe you with the jab, and Haney is very good at switching levels with that jab, controlling distance, he's good at moving around the ring. Like I said, Prograis is not the best at cutting off the ring. I think that's hopefully they've worked on that, because I think that Prograis' inability to cut off the ring with Haney's superb jab, I think one of the best in boxing, it's gonna be a problem for him, But when I watch Haney The only weaknesses I see from him is on the inside, switching those levels like Loma did. He was trying to clinch Loma in some of those inside exchanges when Loma did get inside, but he was having a hard time. Sometimes Haney will completely just duck the backhand, right? And that could be dangerous too for Haney, because I was watching his fight with Loma. He was ducking a lot of those backhands. And it was a little easier because, you know, Loma throws his punches a little more straight. Prograis does throw them at angles, so, you know, that's something I hope, you know, Prograis has studied. Because he doesn't throw his straight, he throws them at angles that are effective, I think, on the inside. But that's it, man. I have to go with Haney by decision. I don't think he's knocking Prograis out. If Prograis wins, it's gonna have to be by a stoppage or just taking it to the inside, outworking him, making him uncomfortable, not letting him have that ring generalship that I feel like Haney's gonna have good ring generalship, a good jab, and he's gonna frustrate Prograis. And when Prograis does have those moments of success on the inside, Haney's gonna clinch him. You know, so that's just how I see the fight going. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, and yeah, that's all I got. Let's wait till tonight and see how it goes, and I'll do my post-fight video. That's all I got for now, guys. Thank you.